don't waste, she don't waste, she don't waste time. She go kill it with real wine.
All right. Let's go. Got my man DJ Gel in the background. We're about to turn up in a minute. We're about to talk about that massive action mentality. Got my man DJ Gel spinning that soca in the background while we get things started over here. We're on Power Fridays Live with a difference. Today we're doing it different. Time to get rocking. Hey, let's go. We're about to get started. Yay! All right, ready to get started? Let's go.
Welcome to Power Fridays Live, the channel that aims to make a difference in the world through transformation, spiritual growth, and for entrepreneurs. Our vision is to empower individuals to live their lives with purpose and to make a positive impact on the world. We believe that power and purpose are the driving forces behind success and fulfillment in both personal and professional life. Through our broadcast, we discuss business strategies and techniques that can help entrepreneurs achieve their goals and take their business to the next level. We believe that through sharing knowledge and experience, we can empower each other to succeed and make a difference in the world. Now here's our host, Janelle Pulley.
All right. Welcome to Power Fridays Live. I'm filling in for Janelle tonight. My name is Devon Joseph. I'm the CEO of Massive Action Mentality. We're going to talk about that massive action mentality. All right. Welcome to the show. I got a little DJ Gel soca music playing in the background. I'm from, I love Caribbean music. I hail by the way of Guyana. Grew up in Brooklyn, New York. So, definitely have that Caribbean culture in my blood. So I'm doing it different. I know y'all used to Janelle strict routine, right? But we gonna do it different. We're gonna talk about that massive action mentality tonight. Bring this down a little bit so you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me on the broadcast. Wherever you're coming in from, welcome. We want to thank Ms. Jacobs for popping in with us tonight. We appreciate you. This is the first time we're really doing a serious broadcast on actually Instagram. You notice the video is different, right? Glorious Jacobs. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome. Feel free to drop comments and we'll answer all your comments or your questions. But we're going to talk about that massive action mentality today. I'm the CEO of Massive Action Mentality. What is Massive Action Mentality? Massive Action Mentality is an online community. Our tagline is 360 degrees of infinite wealth and wellness. Massive Action talks about all eight domain of wellness. We talk about the emotional wellness, occupational wellness, environmental wellness. That's a huge one because we're all products of our environment, whether we like it or not. We're products of our environment. The environment in which you grew up in defines who you ultimately become, right? Oh, this is a serious song right here. Hey. So y'all bear with me. I'm just gonna have some fun with y'all tonight. So welcome to Power Fridays live. Um, yeah, so we talks about environmental wellness because you are a product of your environment on a whole other level. We definitely dig into that financial wellness, the lifestyle, and all that. The physical wellness, you got to take care of yourself. You can't want to make all this money and not be around to spend all this money. So we definitely dig into that physical wellness and how to take care of yourself. A lot of talk about preventative maintenance, to keep you from having to ultimately uh, see the doctor all the time. Um, so also social wellness. It's crazy what's going on in society today, um, with all the people and how social how being on social media affects their mentality, so to speak. How it makes them feel lonely. Um, one of my guys, Dino Love, he has a program called Emotional Quotient. It's an emotional intelligence training. Stick around. I'm gonna tell you guys how you can access that by the end of the show. Listen, if wherever you're listening in from, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and click that like button. Leave a comment and let's talk about. If you have any question, go ahead and leave a comment. Again, this is our first time testing the broadcast on Instagram to see how well it's going to work out. This is Power Fridays live for those who are just tuning in. Um, and the spiritual wellness, of course, is one of the topics that where we touch on a massive action mentality. Like I said, we cover 360 degrees, infinite wealth and wellness. I was having a conversation with the team in the boardroom this week, and one of the things we were discussing was listening skills, right? Listening to learn. A lot of us listen just to respond, right? A lot of us listen to respond. Take we don't really do active listening. We don't really listen to be educated. We don't listen to get the knowledge that's being given to us. We're often listening to respond or listening to defend our idea, if it's about your idea, or listening to defend yourself in some case in relationships, or whatever the problem may be. But one of the things we have to learn to do is to do that, listening to learn and listening to understand what's being given to you. One of the biggest things is people have biases, and they also have knowledge, and a lot of time when they try to share that knowledge with you, right, you tend to get the bias mixed into it. So you, as a skilled listener, you have to be able to listen, and you have to be able to separate the biases from the knowledge that they're trying to screw to you. You have to know what to take and what to leave right there. And I could give you example on top of example. You always want to be listening to learning. Perfect example. A young man in the real estate space. I'm also a commercial real estate salesperson in the state of New York. A young man in real estate, not a realtor or a real estate agent or commercial realtor. This is just an investor. He invests in tax sales. He buy tax sales deeds, right, in states um, that are tax deed states, and he knows his stuff, right? He knows his stuff about real estate. We were having a conversation, not him and I, but me and my team. A young lady came to us and she was like, I own two or three properties, and can't remember the exact number, but she said she owns several properties, right? And she was like, but I want to be a more active investor. I want to make real estate investing my full-time career. What is your recommendation? See, she have the advantage because she already have properties. She already have equity in the property. So she have the opportunity to take the equity out, whether it be a HELOC loan or whatever the case may be. HELOC is home equity loan, right? Um, she have the opportunity to take that equity out and then put it into a new house to kind of like daisy train her investment, right? One of the things we explained to her was how to this strategy, how to get it done. One of the things you should understand in real estate, there's a ton of investment strategy, right? Real estate is one of the most creative space when it comes to investing. That if you can structure deals creatively, you can be very successful in real estate. So you can mix strategies left and right. You can take strategies, mix it together, and make it work, right? But we gave her the strategy, and one of the worst thing you could ever do is take some strategy someone tell you and take it to somebody that do not understand the strategy, because the information that they will give you is more times out of 10 incorrect information, right? So anyway, she took it to this young man, and he proceeded to say, listen, I invest all the time. It's better for you to do tax deeds, right? It's better for you to do tax deeds than for you to um for you to risk the equity in your home, right? He was speaking from a place of fear. He was speaking from a place of fear of losing his home, right? So that's the advice he gave her, right? So when I say you have to be good at listening, you have to be good at listening. Okay, he's good at tax deed sale. I can listen to him about tax deeds, right? But I really can't talk to him about a strategy that he has no experience in, right? I really can't talk to him about things he haven't built kind of a business in, right? So you have to be a great listener, and you have to learn to listen and take what's good and leave back what's not good. But again, welcome to Power Fridays Live. We're gonna chop it up for the next 15 minutes. I'm gonna pay some bills, and I'll be uh, right back.
Introducing Money Just Flew Out the Window by Janelle Pulley. Get your copy of the book. Money Just Flew Out the Window. It shows you how to manage and build family wealth. Discover how to protect your family and your future. How to build a proper financial foundation. Discover reasons why you have been financially unstable. Why financial freedom is important. How to key into the financial liberty your fellow men who have this knowledge are enjoying. Discover ways to retain the freedom regardless of your income. Support the family without stress. And lots more. Get your copy of Money Just Flew Out the Window now.
All right, we back. Thank you for tuning in with us today. This is going to be a short show. Just tapping in, testing out the new Instagram live broadcast feature added to our dashboard to see how well this is working out. Let us know what you think in the comment section. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask your questions. We're winning here. Right? We're about to win. Uh, so where did massive action mentality come from? I think one of the things to remember is you always want to be taking massive action. Why do I say you always want to be taking massive action, right? Because if you're not taking action, you're stuck in the same place. A lot of people overanalyze till they're paralyzed, right? They have a plan. They might have a great business idea. They may have a great opportunity to build something spectacular, but they're so busy trying to gather data on it and not taking no serious action on it to make it happen that it end up never happened. One of my mentors, we was driving by a cemetery one time, and he was like, "Do you know how many great ideas are buried here that never came to pass because the people never took action on it?" Right? One of the things is you have to take action on things. Another one of my mentors used to be uh, what's his name? I'm trying to remember his name because but he used to say, "Set yourself on fire. People will come from miles around to watch you burn." Right? Um, powerful statement if you understand what it means. Right? Um, simply put, right? Do the thing, and you will gain the knowledge. You don't need the knowledge to start with, right? Just do it. As you make it, as you proceed and you make mistakes, you will learn to be great. You'll learn to be better. You'll make slight adjustments and become better at what you're doing, right? Powerful statement, right? So when we talk about massive action mentality, we're talking about having that mentality and understanding that nothing can stop you as long as you get up off your butt and take action towards your goal, in the direction of your goal. As long as you continue to educate yourself and uplift yourself and keep on striving to find the right leadership, the right information, the right knowledge, but build. Take your time and build and make it something spectacular, right? Again, we appreciate you hanging out here with us. I always tell people, a lot of people in the olden days we used to call them couch potatoes. Some of y'all sit there and binge watch. You guys will binge watch a whole entire show when you could have spent that same time, right, making money. Why are you sitting there binge watching? Because you have nothing better to do. Because you've been working hard and now that's your downtime. The funny thing is, most of you work harder for your jobs than you do at your own dreams. How come? Why is that? Right? Why do you work harder for your job building somebody else's dream than you do working on your own dreams? I interviewed a guy one time many years ago. He had one of the most powerful blogs online at the time, and he was an engineer. And I know the job that he had. It was time consuming. It was it tired him out. He still had to come home to the family, and he's the wife take care of his business, and then run his business to be one of the number one blogs online, making over something like 80,000 a month. And when we was having the conversation, I asked him, I was like, how do you do it? He's like, simple. I wanted it bad enough. He said, I wanted it bad enough. I wanted to quit my 9 to 5 bad enough. I wanted to change my family situation bad enough that I made the time to do what I had to do to make that possible. Now, that was powerful. For some of you, it's going to be, nah, I understand, because you don't want it bad enough. Anytime you want it bad enough, you're going to understand what he's saying. He said, I got up in the morning, hit traffic, went to work, hit traffic coming back home, came home, spent time with the kids doing homework, spent some time with the wife, and then once everybody went to bed and his wife turned in, he would take the next 2 to 3 hours just working on his business. And he understood that time he had to make the most of that time, because he still had to get back to bed to his wife, right? He wasn't going to let her sleep alone, and he still had to get up early to go to work. And then he has all his routines in which he has to do every day. We used to say read 10 pages of a good book. He was reading something like 50 pages a day, 25 in the morning, 25 before his go to bed, because reading is so important. That's why Massive Action Mentality have the Read One Book a Week club, right? That's our book club. We call it the Think Club, right? Is the Think Club have a Read One Book a Week challenge. That's what it's called, right? Most people don't even read one book a year. They left school and they was like, that's it. I read enough when I read the internet, when I read in all this gossip. I don't need to read anything else. The average member that's part of the Think Club is reading 52 books a year. 52 books a year. Do you understand the advantage that a person in Massive Action Mentality community have on you if they're reading 52 books a year? And we have a simple process. Take the number of pages divided by 7 days. Take whatever that number is divided by 2. You're going to read half at night, and you're going to read the other half in the morning, right? So that you can make your deadline of reading one book a week. And then you come in Sunday to Think Club, and you discuss it on a high level, right? Because it's about the thoughts, about what you learn, and how you think about what you learn. How does it change your thinking and your position of where you were and where you are after you read the book, right? And when you have so many people exchanging ideas based on what they've read, you start to develop a higher level of mentality. We used to say it is, I think, 3 or 4 ways to learn. 4 ways to learn, right? You learn by doing, right? You learn by seeing somebody doing it. You learn by reading. People actually learn by reading, right? And you learn by teaching, right? But when you teach something, when you have to learn something to teach it, that's the ultimate learning. Your brain does something so unique when you have to learn to teach something, right? Because now your brain is thinking, how can I internalize this information so that I can teach it to someone else, right? How can I simplify? How can I break it down? How can I construct the information and then put it back together in a way that the person or group that you're about to teach it to can understand it. Powerful, powerful stuff. So that's why my team, I always tell them when we send them away to training, we tell them, um, when you come back from training, you'll have to teach to the group, to the top people in our team, what you learn, so that they can grasp the concept and they can learn from what you've learned. And the information, when they know that they have to do that, the way they take notes, the way they understand the information, the way they ask questions is significant. It's that massive action mentality. You got to acquire that massive action mentality. But listen, I'm going to go ahead and pay some bills and I'm going to be right back.
Introducing Money Just Flew Out the Window by Janelle Pulley. Get your copy of the book. Money Just Flew Out the Window. It shows you how to manage and build family wealth. Discover how to protect your family and your future. How to build a proper financial foundation. Discover reasons why you have been financially unstable. Why financial freedom is important. How to key into the financial liberty your fellow men who have this knowledge are enjoying. Discover ways to retain the freedom regardless of your income. Support the family without stress. And lots more. Get your copy of Money Just Flew Out the Window now.
Hey, we're back. I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me today. As you know, we're testing the new Instagram broadcast feature on our dashboard. That's why you notice the image is the way the image is. We greatly appreciate you for tuning in to Power Fridays Live. We got to get out of here. Tune in next Friday when Janelle is going to be back, and she's going to have a hard-hitting guest that'll knock your socks off. I greatly appreciate everybody hanging out with me today as we talk about that massive action mentality. For those that ask questions, we appreciate the questions. Continue to ask those questions wherever this video is posted, and we'll do another live and test it out and see how everything is working, answer your questions. If you want to get into massive action mentality, it's just massiveactionmentality.com. Go check that out. We're there. One of the perks we offer our members is free credit repair. So when you join and you acquire your massive action mentality membership, we plug you into our system so you can get free credit repair. Because one of the things we teach in massive action mentality is the system of three, right? We call it triangular wealth. But without going too deep into it, we start with the three things that you need to always be working on, right? Money, knowledge, and time, right? You're always using two of those to get the third, right? And that elevates to the system of creating three plans, right? Because if you're not planning, by default, you're planning to fail, right? So that elevates to creating the three plans: the plan to be secure, the comfortability plan, the plan to be wealthy, and we do slide an extra plan in there, the plan to build generational wealth. But in the plan to be secure, the nucleus of that plan is your personal finance, right? Understanding personal finance, that's the nucleus of it all. So you need to make sure your credit is good. Is the responsible thing to do, right? You need to make sure you have all the insurances in place, right? You can't you're adulting now. You can't be doing irresponsible things, right? Life insurance, health insurance, all the insurance, because I call it just in case something happened, right? We may not want to pay it, but we know that unexpected events happen, right? How many of you seen COVID coming, right? You couldn't predict that the world would come to a full stop and over 400,000 people would be erased off of the face of the earth in a matter of 4 to 6 months. Because if you could have predicted that, you could have made a fortune on the stock market, but you couldn't predict that, could you? So, anyways, man, definitely plug in to Massive Action Mentality. Definitely plug into. I spoke about the my guy Dino. He has an emotional quotient course, which talks about emotional intelligence on a whole other level. He's over at Beautiful Men and Women. You could plug in to his case there. We have a bunch of team members that have a bunch of things coming. Janelle have a special training, weekly training coming up soon. So look out for that. It's going to be heavy. It's going to be hard hitting. It's going to help a lot of people change their life, right? It's going to teach them how money works. It's going to be powerful. So make sure you plug in. Anyways, I'm over my time. This is supposed to be a short live just to test the system out. So talked a little bit. There wasn't nothing planned. It was impromptu. Um, we'll get into it more at another time, but definitely thank you for listening. Thank you for being with us as we go through this, and we'll connect another time. Take care.